exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
You know, I think the phrase must win is overused in sports, but even though this isn't an elimination game, it does sort of feel like a must win. Doesn't matter what sport you're talking about. If you go down 3-0 in any series, you're fighting nearly an impossible uphill battle. Feels like the series kind of rides on this game right here. All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 St. Louis Cardinals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Alex Reyes gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Oh, Alex Reyes, one of the big arms, young up-and-coming arms in the game of baseball. Great fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Powerhouse slider, and I mean a true slider. His changeup has gotten better, and you can see why. When you watch this guy pitch, you'll know early on. If you see a lot of swings and misses early, Alex Reyes could be in for a really strong night.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's shine the light on Marcell Ozuna, another one of those dynamic outfielders that you can't put in a box. Can he play center? Yes. Can he play right? Yes. Left? Yes. Go deep? Absolutely.
Now in the box, Rod Carew, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And our first pitch is taken for ball one as we're officially underway tonight here in St. Louis.
First pitch, 7:06.
Line towards center field. Phillips is right there, one down.
Batting second, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Boy, and it's a good night for the old hot chocolate here. 46 degrees at game time. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
One out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is pulled into right. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
Batting third, the right fielder, Juan Carlson.
Standing in, Juan Carlson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Reyes is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Patty D. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. To 2-2 now. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Ozuna is under it. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. And now here's Mike Matheny's starting lineup for the Redbirds. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
Here's Starlin Castro. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cardinals, the second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
First delivery to him on the way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Joe Torre becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First offering on its way. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
You want to talk about setting the tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
He's set. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. Tough play for Franco. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. And inning in the books tonight. Still scoreless here on the show.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Skied into straightaway right. Garcia is there. He's got it 1 away.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Peter Leach.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A ballman, 2 strikes.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here's the pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
There's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball swung on and missed. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Nope.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Runners on first with 1 down. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now. Scott Kingery is on deck. Set. Here's the 3-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it. Garcia. 2 gone.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Scott Kingery.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the former first rounder Scott Kingery. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Leach is off at first with 2 away. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. So striding in, Paul DeYoung, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the 2nd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, The old push the throttle and pull it is being
Batting
used.
six.
So it was a swinging
First
strike
baseman.
3. Paul DeYoung is retired leading
Start
off the
third.
bottom of the second. Here's Matt Carpenter, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2 bounces in the dirt for a ball. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7. No left fielder.
At the plate, Marcell Ozuna will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch on its way. Fastball well outside. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Spin throw. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll move to the third with no score. Stepping into the box, Carlos Santana, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Santana.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Standing in now, Vince Velasquez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Third inning, no score to this point. Three and two now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Fouled away. and he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The second baseman, Rod Carew.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Rod Carew hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
1 ball, no strikes the count. To first. Carpenter is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The Phillies down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. So stepping in, Adolis Garcia as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Number 28.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Alex Reyes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fouled off. The 1-2. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Herrera moving in. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The batter, number 19. Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Now batting, Starlin Castro. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
The 0-1 pitch. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
The 2-0 on the way is in there for strike 1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
This is line to left, and the Phillies are into the hit column.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, Juan Carlson, and it's fouled away. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Two and one.
2-1.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hoskins behind to count 0-2. And prior to the 0-2, a move to first. And he'll get back in safely. Towards second. One there. On to Carpenter, not in time, and they'll get just the one.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in now, Peter Leach, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Leach is, of course, a highly regarded catcher, and it's really fun to watch him control the game behind the plate, not only with his glove work, but with the arm as well. He's got a cannon, and it's in the head of opposing base runners every night. Certainly a valuable guy to have on your squad.
Yeah, he certainly could have a C on his chest. The captain of the infield, controlling the pitching staff, shutting down the running game, soft hands. I can't say enough about this player.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Count still full, 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Fouled away. Another one sent foul. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. At the plate, Joe Torre. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
The third baseman, Joe Torre.
First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Liner towards second. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
The catcher, number 8, Fernando Winter.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Fernando Winter. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2 locks him up for strike 3.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Coming to the plate now, Andres Phillips. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Phillips, just a 19-year-old. He's a second-year big leaguer. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Torrey, base runner at first with one out. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Carlson. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Now batting, shortstop, Paul.
So it's a runner at first with two gone, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. Here comes the first pitch, and that's inside for a ball. 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is strike two, swinging. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. One left for the Cardinals through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Phillies, the third baseman, number 7, Michael Bronco.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Grounded down the third baseline, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Digging in to try it again, Scott Kingery. Here's the first pitch to him, and that misses, ball 1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
The 1-0. is swung on and missed. Strike one. The 1-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Ozuna to the track, to the wall. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. So a two-run shot to left center, his second home run of the series, as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Man, he's kicking himself after that pitch. As soon as it left his hand, he knew it was a mistake. The next thing he knew, it was screaming through the night sky and over the fence.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. Miles Michaelis, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over
now
on the mound.
For the Cardinals, number 39, Miles Michaelis.
Here's Carlos Santana now.
Carlos Santana.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing at that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when the teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, Vince Velasquez. And he puts it on the ground to second. Gloved by Castro. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Rod Carew.
Digging in once again, Rod Carew. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Castro at second. Scooped up, throw on to Carpenter, gets him, and that ends the inning. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. Middle of the night here at Busch Stadium. It's now 2-0 Philly. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Standing in, Matt Carpenter. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
0-1 the count. Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Lays off 2-2 now. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Santana has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In now, Adolis Garcia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside, 2-1. Line drive to center field. Herrera is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Odubel Herrera. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Odubel Herrera.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
The ball. The right fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Juan Carlson 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2-0 now.
No strike.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. On the move is Ozuna. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Rhys Hoskins.
Stepping into the box, Rhys Hoskins. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 2 out, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Fouled off. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're up 2.